Hi, hope everyone is well. My name is Rebecca and this is the new podcast for Be Heard. Be Heard is my passion project. Be Heard is to raise awareness of neurodiverse conditions, supporting as many people as possible and helping organisations understand their neurodiverse population. I'm very proud of the fact I'm neurodivergent. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm different. I may have autism and I may have dyslexia, but I'm still a human being. And I may see things differently, and quite often not. Someone will come back to me about a couple of hours after and go, oh, that makes so much more sense when you do it like that. It makes so much sense when you take X, Y, and Z out of the equation. And I go, well, yeah, it's obvious, but it's not obvious to everyone else. I say things that may be out of turn, and I most definitely take longer to read anything than anybody else. But that's me. So why have I started this podcast? Well, I started this podcast for a few reasons. I am very aware that I have a blog, but not everyone can read a blog necessarily or have the time to sit and read as if she can listen to on the go. And also it's another little creative outlet for me. So my name's Rebecca, we've said that, and I was diagnosed autistic at 18 while going through a mental health crisis, and we kind of realised that there's something here as well as the mental health problem that I am currently still going through. And it came to a point where I had to say, to get the help that I needed to understand myself. And for me, my autism diagnosis did help with that. It helped a lot. It made me reflect, and it was nearly 4 years ago now, and I'll look back and I'll go, oh my God, I did that as a kid because of that. No, do you mean not everyone finds touching things like physically painful at times? Not everyone hates loud noises so much they put their fingers in their ears constantly. And people understand others' emotions. That was mind-blowing to me because I had worked so hard on that, and eye contact, that's another thing that I didn't realise was normal. I'm not a big fan of the word, but neurotypical anyway. And yes, you can be neurotypical and have neurodivergent traits, but I'm definitely not neurotypical, not in the slightest. But I was diagnosed dyslexic when I was 8, but I was never allowed to know that I had a problem. I just got told I had this thing. It's called dyslexia, and it makes English the school subject hard. The naivety that also comes with autism feeds into why this worked for so long. So I was never given an excuse not to do something. I just had to work 10 times harder to figure it out. And although that made me burn out a few times, I have this work pattern and desire and strength and resilience towards my neurodiversity now that I'm actually grateful my parents did it the way they did. So I may be a little different, but that doesn't mean I'm broken. And I like to try and help people because I learned how to handle my dyslexia in education. I'm about to finish my degree. I've been in employment, I've come out of employment, I've had health problems, mental health problems. I've struggled to make friendships with people for most of my childhood, and I've only just started to do that into my adulthood post 18. A neurodivergent diagnosis doesn't mean the end of you. It can be the making of you. And I want to change the way people get a neurodivergent diagnosis. We get a piece of paper, or in my case, a 28-page report on what's flawed about me or what's flawed about you. I'd like to flip that on its head. What if, before we gave someone a neurodivergent diagnosis, we gave them a few pages of what their neurodivergent conditions mean they can do really well? I'm sure it'd be more uplifting than anything else. So yes, I am a little different, and I hope you enjoy this podcast as we go through understanding neurodivergence and different things that can help. And one of my favourite topics, neurodivergent assistance dogs. I'm very passionate about this one. I have one myself. And anything else, you can send me requests. I will also tag my Facebook page somewhere up here or down here, depending on where you're seeing this. And we shall enjoy the journey of raising awareness of neurodiversity together. Any questions, anything you want me to talk about, let me know down below. I'm more than happy to communicate on an individual basis, and we'll see where this journey takes us. So I hope you guys have had a good festive season and are settling into the new year well. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.